We made 4 tutorials to help you to write and submit an article for our site. In this tutorial we will explain how to make your own library in Zotero. You first have to download Zotero. This can be done for free, and when we go to the Zotero website and press download, we are presented with 2 choices, which are basically the same as functionality goes. We choose the left in this example. You register for Zotero and download the plugin for Firefox and the plugin for Word. Once you have installed and validated your email address, there's an explanation about Zotero. You can either press the Zotero button in the bottom right of your browser, or as we see here, in the upper right. This is what you get when you have installed Zotero. You see my library, and the rest is empty. To be able to get access to the group library of the Paul Scholten Project in your Zotero library, you have to be a member of the Paul Scholten Project and have accepted the invitation to share the group library. Read more on this in the author instruction on the site, which can be seen here. Editorial policy. Once invited, go to the symbols in the middle of the screen on the left. Choose the wheel and click on Preferences. In here you can press the sync button and enter the details of username and password you got when you registered with Zotero. It is not necessary to sync every time, you have to do this only once. Now you will see 2 libraries in your browser, a personal library and the group library. The next step is to make a personal library for making your article. So click on My Library and press the button for a new collection. Fill in your name and the shortened title of your article. Then make the sub-collections by right-clicking on the title of this new collection, and we have to make the sub-collections in the same way as in the group library. The group library has read-only access, which means that you cannot edit any of the items in the group library. Only the administrator will be able to do so. In your personal library you can change everything. We will now show you how in many cases you can import automatically the data from the internet into your personal library. When you want to make a reference to a book or article, first look in the group library. Only if the title is not present in the group library, you have to add it to your personal library. You can search here in this field. By keyword, and then you will see the items that are matching. If it is not in the group library, you have to add it to your personal library. For this you go to WorldCat, an international corporation of more than 10,000 libraries. Search here, for example, for the title of a book, Aristotle and the Philosophy of Law by Huppes Kluizenaar. Now, when you click on it, on this page a little icon appears here. This icon is different for books or articles or other documents. Take care to be in Publications, when you click the icon. Then all the relevant data will be automatically saved in this collection and automatically backed up in the general library, My Library. Check the data and if necessary change by hand. This book has 2 editors and we can change them by clicking on the author and changing it to editor. We also give the correct name. When a book consists, for example, of different chapters written by different authors, these chapters are scientific publications, which you often will not find when you type the name of the author and the title of the chapter in WorldCat. We will give you an example how to proceed in this case. The example is the book Aristotle and the Philosophy of Law, and our example is the chapter Intellectual Excellences of the Judge, written by Tommy Raleigh. In the publications of your personal library, you find the title of the book. Duplicate this by right-clicking this title and press Duplicate Item. Change then the type from Book into Book section. And the book has its own title, and we have to fill in our chapter title. The chapter is written by Tommy Raleigh, and we add him as an author. To add editors and authors, you can press the plus sign at the right. Now, if you make a reference in your article to a case, first look in the group library. If the case is in the group library, please drag it to the subcollection cases. And then you will have a copy of it. Then you see a little arrow before every item. If you click it, you see the notes. Then go to the notes at the right and add a new note with the shortened title of your article and your name and the sentences that form the context of your reference to this court decision. When the case is not in the group library, go for Dutch case law, go to rechtspraak.nl or jure.nl and insert manually the data into your personal library in the same way as has been done in the group library. Do not forget to add a note with your name and the shortened title of your article and the sentences that form the context for your reference. Next, about the subcollection words. If you translate a Dutch legal concept in English, please make a reference for this in your personal library. If the concept can be found in the group library, look at the different translation choices that are already made by the authors of our project. Drag the translation choice with which you agree to your subcollection words. And add a note with your name and the shortened title of your article. You can also give extra information in this note. If you want to introduce a new translation choice which cannot be found in the group library, please make a new item in your subcollection, following the example of the group library And do not forget to make a note with your name and the shortened title of your article. You can create a new item by pressing the New Item button. Click on Dictionary entry for words and fill in the original and the translation. And add a note with your name and the shortened title of your article. About the subcollection laws. Apply the same procedure for the translation of the names for law as is used in the subcollection words. Make a new item when you make a new choice, or drag the item from the group library and add a note with reference to your name and the shortened title of your article. Add also in your note the specific articles of the law to which you refer. Finally, about the subcollection institutions. This is for the choice of functional descriptions of institutions. When you want to make a reference to the functional description of an institution, which can be found already in the group library, please drag this item to your own library and add a note with your name and the shortened title of your article. Plus, if you like extra information. When you want to make a different or new functional description, please make a new item.